Did I really find all of these comics at $1 average, including several consecutive issues of The Hulk by Donny Cates, as you can see here? Well, yes, I found those and many other great comics at a great price with the help of some of these deals, such as 50% off and buy one get one free. Keep watching and see what else I was able to find. Welcome to today's video, and welcome to my page. I am the Dollar Bin Diver. I, as the name suggests, hunt for comics from dollar bins, as well as 50-cent bins, and really any kind of discount bin. Today, I will be showing off a haul of comics from a local peddler's mall, where two different booths had different sales going on, and I will show some clips of those here as well. As you see, one of them was for 50% off all the comics in their booth, and then the other was buy one get one free, which meant a bunch of my dollar comics were free, which is nice. I'm combining the two hauls into one. I think I'll just go ahead and tell you up front, I was able to get roughly 36 comics for $38. As you can tell, all of these will have prices more than $1, but with these discounts, it made it so much better. Alright, so showing off here first, you can see is the Mighty Thor issue 396, back to back with the Black Knight, Into the Realm of Death. I actually think I own this comic already, but for that price and for that cover, I figured I might as well grab another one. So showing a few more here. Here is the Mighty Thor issue 472, introducing the Godlings, an exciting new chapter in the Thunder God's life begins here. I actually don't know much about this storyline or the Godlings, actually, for that matter, but I figured I might as well grab it. I'm trying to complete that area, and in some of these bins I get an extra comic for that same price. So here is Journey into Mystery featuring the Lost Gods. So that was a nice little combination there. So jumping way ahead though, we have Thor issue 750. This is issue to number 24 from Donny Cates' run, Funeral for an All-Father. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably come to find out I am a huge fan of Donny Cates and basically any of his runs. So when I saw Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 1, this is actually a variant issue, I had to grab it. Thanos there in the coffin. That's what's going on, a kind of eye-catching thing. And I have collected half of Donny Cates' Guardians run, so this would be great to start the story. And as I mentioned, I was able to get a Spawn issue 333. I don't collect much on Spawn, but I think we can all admit that is just an awesome cover right there. Now, I'm actually going to take a quick little break and talk about my bourbon choice for today. And today would be the Suntory Whiskey. This is Suntory Toki, from the House of Suntory Whiskey, established in 1923. This is actually one of the cheaper of the Suntory whiskeys. It's very light in color, as you can tell. I believe, even though it is a whiskey, it is more akin to a scotch. So, do a little pour here. Okay. So again, you can kind of see the color there. Very light, almost champagne-like. but the Japanese whiskey was actually, even though I'm normally a bourbon guy, it's in the whiskey realm. And this was recommended by a few different subscribers in the comments. And I found this for a fair price, so I figured I'd have to pick it up and give it a try. It does have some good, actually, oak and earthy notes to it. It's actually a little lighter than some of the bourbons. I believe this is only a 86 proof. So, but pretty good. I want to say I smell like an herbal in there as well. Alright, one more sip and back to comics. So, jumping back on over into some non-Marvel comics, here is Power Rangers, issue 104. I actually here recently have acquired a good chunk of the Power Rangers run from a single buy, which I hope to have in a future video. This was just such a great haul for me today. I had to go ahead and make a video for you guys. And as the theme is with many of them, here is Dakin Dark Wolverine. Wolverine Goes to Hell. I don't know anything about this comic, but I figured if I was going to get the Power Rangers comic, I might as well get that as well. It looks like an interesting story of what's going on there. Issue number 1, so I don't feel bad jumping right in. So, continuing with Wolverine though, here is the X of Swords, part 3 of 22. I'm slowly collecting this, or 10 of Swords, however you may, crossover event. And I figured why not grab that, especially with the discount I'm getting today. Continuing on though, here is Extreme X-Men. This is issue number 9. This is the run by Pac. I believe I have issues 1 through 7 or 8 already, and then I have like issue 11, and then filling in that gap though is issue number 10 there as well. I pull these off to the side. Continuing on with some not as newer stuff, here is Marvel 2-in-1, Thing and Son of Satan. This is issue number 14 of that run. I have many of the issues later in the run, but I don't have as many this early. I have no idea what's going on there, so this will be a fun one just to run and to jump into and read. Alright, so continuing on, Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Killraven. Again, no idea what's going on here. Looks like some interesting things. This is issue number 45 of that run. Spidey battles the Martians in the most earth-shaking struggle of all. So, anything with Spider-Man, I guess I'm a sucker for. Which I guess is why I picked up this Avengers, issue number 317, guest starring The Amazing Spider-Man. But not for long. Alright, now the only true Spider-Man comic I got today, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 402, The Battle for Aunt May's Soul. I may already have this issue, but considering I was going to get it for 50 cents off, and I get an extra Stormwatch, issue number 7. I am not actively collecting this run, but I figured why not as a bonus book, right? So, continuing on, let's keep it rolling. This is Omega the Unknown, issue number 3. I'm not collecting this run, but I do have a couple issues in it. Omega is a different kind of character, I guess. I'm not expecting to see them in the MCU, but this era, this age of comics, the art style, some of the stories, I'm just a sucker for, I guess. But moving on to a newer thing, here is Moon Knight, issue number 20. This is by Matt Kay. I do have the beginning of this run. I've read a few issues so far, trying to fill in some gaps. And when I can find other issues in this run that I don't have for a a fair price, I could kind of just grab them up. Plus a story guest starring Blade. So that'll be interesting. The art style, of course, I like. Um, I don't know what else to say. Alright, jumping back and forth a little bit. Here is a Marvel Fanfare, issue number 3. I have several of these. I have no idea what's going on in this one. But it's a eye-catching cover there with X-Men and I believe Hercules. Interesting. Alright. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe, Book of the Dead Deluxe Edition. There's issue 19 as well as issue number 18 for $1 a piece, and well, maybe 50% off or even free. I don't remember exactly how it rang up, but it came out to me paying $1 average per book. And filling in some gaps, Fantastic Four, Dark Reign. This is issue number 3 of 5, a part of the Hickman run, I guess. I've become a big fan of Hickman and many of his stories. I've started collecting his Fantastic Four run, so I'm hoping this will fit in there real nicely. Okay. Now, going off the beaten path, I'm actually collecting a few things for some friends of mine. Stephen King, The Dark Tower. I believe these are 2 different runs, but I figured for less than $1 I could grab them and start helping them collect some of these runs. I guess he's a big Stephen King fan, and so we have some of these comic book adaptations. I've not heard as much about these. I don't know much on the stories, if they're worth me reading before giving them to them. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. Alright. So, moving on to DC for a minute. Here is actually Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. From some mystery bags I've acquired in the past, I've collected a good chunk, I believe in the 90s and the early 100s. So I was able to find issue number 80 as well as issue number 95. And lastly, issue number 37. Not exactly right in the run that I have of comics with those, but I figured for those prices, I might as well grab them. Enjoy some of those stories when I collect them. Can connect these to the ones that I already have. And even though it's not connected to the ones I have, that's just a great cover right there. So, and I have actually one other comic that I grabbed for another friend, and isn't going into my personal collection, but Trailer Park Boys in the Gutters. This is a one-shot by Devil's Due Comics. I do not know anything about the comic. I have watched some of the show. If some of you have, bless you. Alright. Going back a little bit, here is Marvel Select, Tales of the Marvels. This is Blockbuster. I have no idea what this is or what the story is inside, but the artwork on the cover kind of caught my attention. It's actually a square-bound issue, so I'm assuming there'll be an interesting little full story in there. And moving on, Tales of the Marvels, Wonder Years, book 2 of 2. Again, the art style there on the cover was just great. And for the price, I figured, why not just grab it, enjoy it. So, alright, so finishing off, this was actually the biggest surprise for me of the day. Again, I am a big Donny Cates fan. I have not been keeping up with his current runs, especially on the Hulk. So, when I was able to find issue number 5, as well as issue number 6, with some other variant cover there as well, I feel like I need to take my time and let you guys enjoy these covers as well. But I was also able to find issue number 7. Another variant edition, but still a nice cover there. Issue number 8. Not a variant cover, but I am a big fan of this cover. Hulk, wielding Mjolnir, towering over Thor there. Alright, and issue number 9, Hulk versus the Predator variant cover, obviously. And issue number 10. So that was issues 5 through 10 of Donny Cates' The Hulk. That's just an awesome find for me. And considering that with these discounts, I was able to get these books for $1 average, I feel like I cannot complain. I had to show these off. I know some of you are fans of these newer runs as well as the older comics as well. And I know some of you also enjoy finding the deals so that you can read and enjoy your comics, not just for reselling and for spec purposes. Alright, well, again, here is my bourbon of choice, the Suntory Toki, and I'll angle so you can see that stack of comics there. Again, 36 comics for about $38. As you see, a mix of new and old and just a bunch of great throughout. Well, thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, check out my other videos. I'm going to go enjoy this whiskey and enjoy some of these comics. Have a great day.